Hello Virgo, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Virgo for the week of May 23rd. Now Virgo, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. I will not send you a message on any platform. I do not offer personal readings, so please do not get scammed. If you get a message from someone, it's not me. Let's go ahead and get into this here, Virgo. Let's go ahead and see what we have going on here for you. I am using the Tarot Muka, or the Muka Tarot, and as well as the Angel Answers Oracle deck. There are links to both of these in the description below if you'd like to purchase them for yourself. Also ask that you hit the like button and subscribe. It really does help with the growth of this channel, but more importantly, hitting the like button ensures that other people who may need to see these messages have an opportunity to do that. So please consider. All right, let's go ahead and make sure we're all set up here. Go ahead and put the deck up here, and then we'll also take 3 of these Angel Answer Oracle cards. So Virgo, liking what I'm seeing here. So we have this energy of the moon right away in the middle. It does not surprise me. We've had a very, very, very intense full moon in Scorpio plus eclipse energy here recently, and that definitely that's kind of what's coming to my mind here right away for you in this sort of opening thought here. But we'll talk about the moon more. The future, though, looks very good in terms of having something that you've been wanting to have come forward for a long time come forward. It's a bad way of saying this, but if there's something here in the future, if there's something that you've been wanting to sort of manifest for yourself, I definitely feel like the future could bring this in, but this is something that you've wanted to have happen for some time now. This is not a new thing, and I'll talk about that some more as we go along, but let's just go ahead and get into it. Right away in the middle here, you have the aforementioned moon card. Again, so the moon, this can literally represent the moon, the phases of the moon. It can also be Pisces energy. I really am getting a strong hit around something related to this Scorpio blood moon that we've had recently, as well as this eclipse energy that happened on May 16th. I'm just feeling that some of you may have had some intense energy over the past couple days, maybe even weeks around this. And I would say that the worst is behind you. If it's been a challenge, it may have also just been enlightening for you. The moon, though, in tarot represents something that may not be as it appears, or something that might not be as it appears. You know, I did this post on Instagram around shadow work, because I can tell you just personally, I had a lot of shadow work come in from 2018 for me personally around this eclipse time on May 16th. And shadow work is just really the part of you that you don't see but is there. And I feel like maybe some of you have uncovered something important, or what could that you do not see about yourself, or what could be happening is that this comes forward. And so I'm kind of getting that type of energy, like the shadow side or the shadow self, that Carl Jung called it. And so some of you may be resonating with that at this time. Let's just keep moving forward here. So in the past, you have the 10 of Wands and the 4 of Pentacles. So the 10 of Wands is really potentially a burden here that you may be carrying. The thing about the 10 of Wands that I always like to say is that it does represent crossing the finish line, because this is the last card in the suit of Wands. And the other thing is the universe chose you to carry this burden, and it's because you can see it through to the end, right? The 10 of Wands also says that you have experience. You know, each one of these wands represents some sort of experience earned or knowledge gained along the way. You have it here with the 4 of Pentacles as well, which is about budgeting, planning, saving, but also potentially the fear of loss. This person's fearful of losing their pentacles, so much so that they are touching all 4 pentacles. Every part of their body is touching a pentacle, meaning that they are holding it so close to their chest, or so close to them. And it can represent scarcity issues. I feel like maybe the past, there's been some type of financial burden here. For some of you, money could have been tight here in the past. And what could have been happening here is that you, through this shadow period, through this shadow self, through this introspection that you have done, you figured out why this has been the case. And it's almost like you're ready to leave that behind you at this time. I feel like some of you have, what just came to my mind? Something just came to my mind. You've worked for what you have. Even though it's been a little bit challenging here, you have absolutely worked for what you have. And I get the sense that some of you are ready to move forward with a new chapter. And I think this is probably around either mindset or a literal burden in resources, finances, something like that. In the future, you have the Seven of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups here. So this is what I'm talking about. Some of you, it's like, this is really good energy for what I was just talking about. The Seven of Pentacles here, this is somebody who's harvesting something that they've grown a long time ago. Seven of Pentacles represents long-term investments paying off. The point being, though, is that this is hard work. You can see they're carrying all of this stuff, right? They're carrying all the pentacles. They're carrying the crops that they have harvested. This is not something that comes for free. The Seven of Pentacles is something that you've spent a whole lot of time doing. And you have this paired with a wish. You have this paired with wish fulfillment here with the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is an incredible energy of happiness, joy, celebration, wishes coming true, dreams coming true in one's life. And, the other thing with this moon energy, there is sort of dreamy energy that comes in. The moon can bring in anything that's subconscious. When you go into a dream state, you are interfacing with your subconscious. And so it's almost like for some of you here, there's dream fulfillment. And again, this is not a quick win scenario. This is definitely not a quick win scenario. This is you being adequately rewarded for hard work. And I do feel like in the future there will be a big release of happiness for you with the Nine of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles relating to some sort of material security, financial security in some ways. The Seven of Pentacles can see you selling an investment, obviously not financial advice, but it can see you doing something like that, like a long-term investment. It can also see you just finally getting results from something that that you've been waiting for a long time. So let's go ahead and get some more details on this. Let's move up the pyramid here. So you have the Page of Wands, you have the Page of Swords, wow. You have the Eight of Pentacles and the Hermit. So I will tell you, if you have Taurus in your chart, definitely look at the Taurus reading. Very similar. I bought multiple of these Tarot Muka decks, and yeah, similar energies here in a way. Anyway, so you have double pages here in the past with the Page of Wands and the Page of Swords. You've been waiting for an offer for a long time. Some of you have been waiting for a job for some time. Page of Wands can represent a job offer. Page of Swords can represent delays. And yeah, this is something that I think it's just very clear. Yep, very clear guidance here. Some of you have been waiting for a long time. And it's almost like maybe you've been waiting for the right opportunity as well. An opportunity that fits you, because you have this here with the Eight of Pentacles, which is your talents, your disciplines, your skills. And another card of very, very hard work. So with the Ten of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles, that's major hard work here, Virgo, showing up here. We have you as well, by the way, with the Hermit card. The Hermit card is the card associated with Virgo. But, I want to just talk about this Eight of Pentacles here. You can see that they're working hard to complete a task. They are wrapping up their latest creation here. Their other projects are hanging up on the tree above them and around them. And so with this Eight of Pentacles, it can say that you have some sort of gift, skill, talent, or ability that keeps you well provided for, that ensures that you will always have a job, you will always have an opportunity. And, the Eight of Pentacles is the biggest card to find if you have a talent in the tarot, in whatever field that you may be in. And you have it here paired with your energy, with the energy of Virgo, with the Hermit. The Hermit says that you have achieved self-mastery. It's also a card of going within, finding the messages deep within you, not necessarily in the textbook, but maybe even the shared experience or the lived experience is what I should say. The lived experience here. You have those you have that knowledge available to you. And so I'm getting a big narrative around hard work paying off for you. You can see the castle in the distance on the Eight of Pentacles. Castles in the tarot represent rewards and riches, and as it is in the distance, it is what is yet to come for you. This person's close to getting to the Ten of Pentacles, which would represent the castle. And so it's like some of you here, there's a wish fulfillment in the future in whatever direction that may be. I think that may be around a job that supports you or fulfills you in some way, or both. Let's go ahead and let's see what cards are coming in to clarify. Very nice. So peaceful resolution, yes, and reconsider. Some of you are accepting an opportunity here with the yes card. This is not after careful, like this is absolute, I should say this is absolutely after careful consideration. Okay, and so, you may be accepting something, but you have kind of plotted out all the points, you figured out all of the pluses, the minus, you maybe even have created a list of pros and cons, situations like that with the yes and the reconsider card. Peaceful resolution, whatever, it's like, I do feel that just some of you have had burdens here in the past, and I think it'll be different for everybody, but I do feel like this is something relating to the material in some way here, and it's almost like, I almost feel like saying the worst is behind you with that moon energy in the middle. And I think that there's probably a deep, if I'm going to say, probably a deep like psychological reason for something here for some of you that you are uncovering. And this could even be like it's a deep message, but I think it could be a very healing period of time for you. Let's go ahead and move up the pyramid here. So you have the King of Cups. You have the Ace of Cups. And you have the Seven of Swords. Okay, so definitely love to see the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is definitely some type of happy new beginning in your life. I was not getting a whole lot of romance energy. The burden for some of you could have been romantic in the past year with the King of Cups energy, for sure. But I feel like it's less about this. I think it's less about romance here, and I feel like this is more about having sort of emotional control over something here. Okay, because you can just see, look at these cups energies, right? First and foremost, this person is just kind of living life, right? Like the waves are crashing behind them, things are chaotic, fish are flying above them, but through all of that, they are throwing their cup in the air. They are enjoying, they are, in celebrating and enjoying life. And so this can represent, in the face of struggle, having emotional control or emotional mastery over something. You have this here with the Ace of Cups, which can be like an outpouring of love, of happiness, of good emotions, of good times, of good energy, and a new beginning in those areas. And so it's like I said, burden here in the past, but you have not let it take you down. You have not let it put you down in any way here, as you have this King of Cups energy. In the future, you have the Seven of Swords, which is really about it can be about deception in one's life, like somebody who may be deceiving you or whatever the case may be. But, on the more positive end of it, this is about building a strategy, having a strategy for success in your life, or taking a clever approach to solve a problem. And it's almost like that definition fits more because you have this with like this Eight of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups. It's like, I don't love that it's next to the Ace of Cups in a love reading, but this has not been about love. This has been about burdens in the past, probably relating to the material. So it's like some of you are building the right strategy here in the future, I feel like. Let's just get some more clarification. So you have the Magician, and you have the Four of Wands. Yes, the Four of Wands is a card of marriage. It's also a new start in one's life because, obviously when you go from not being married to married, that's a new start in one's life. And so, I definitely feel like this is happening. The Four of Wands can also represent foundations and achievements in one's life. And so it's like, I don't know that everybody is going to be dealing with marriage here, but with the Ace of Cups, that could certainly be coming in. I don't know if that's probably going to be the message for many of you. I feel like this is about, having a solid foundation in your life for this reading, because we've been talking about how, there's some sort of wish coming in around material situations. You have the Magician as well, you being able to literally manifest whatever it is that you want in your life. And the Magician asks you to take action. Let's go and see what is at the top of the pyramid. You have the Four of Wands here, the Four of Swords, my gosh. Four of Swords. You can see this person's praying. And, this is, I'm getting major prayer wish type energy. Like, I think that you have asked for a sign. You have asked for, a blessing. And it's like, now you're just ready to allow it to happen. And not only allow it to happen, but I also think some of you are taking action to make it happen here with the Magician. It's like multiple components at play here. Like, you've asked for the wish, you've asked for the blessing, but you've also put in the hard work to make it come forward for yourself here. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Chariot. So the Chariot is success and victory. It is exceeding expectations. It is overcoming an obstacle. And there is big energy here of you overcoming a burden successfully and moving forward. So I love this reading for you. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you. I'll see you in the next reading.